Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight as the results from this midterm election are pouring in right now. WTOL 11 is tracking the latest results in both local and national races.
We have live team coverage tonight on the issues and the candidates. Kaylee Kirby in Bowling Green, where district leaders asked voters to approve a levy for a new school.
Also, Tatiana Cash, she is in Bedford Township tonight, where reproductive rights was on the ballot around the state of Michigan. Chase Bachman, you see him there on the far end. He is live with results of issue 21. That would change Toledo's city charter.
And Dan Cummins and Kaylee Marentet have the very latest on the U.S. House of Representatives race between Representative Marcy Kaptur and J.R. Majewski.
And that race...
The votes have not all been...
And once again, that race for Ohio's District 9 seat in the House of Representatives is the race we want to begin with tonight. In fact, just within the last half hour, U.S. Representative Marcy Kaptur declaring victory at the UAW Local 12 Hall just over on Ashland Avenue.
Take a listen.
Marcy.
If you look at Cleveland Cliffs in East Toledo, $1 billion. One private enterprise, right? Solar. This stupid state leadership in Ohio, they don't support solar. We have built, with no help from them, the finest solar platform in a free nation on this earth. Right here in this region.
Marcy Kaptur also tonight taking some shots there, obviously, at state leadership and the Republican leadership, who is now winning re-election. We will have more on that coming up in just a bit, but also talking to the strength of not only the solar industry here in Lucas County and Northwest Ohio, but also the automotive industry tonight.
Let's go to the other side of this. Our team coverage continues right now with Dan Cummins, who is at the Cock and Bull downtown with the Lucas County Republican Party. Dan.
Well, it's been a disappointing night for a lot of the people here. They were hoping J.R. Majewski could get over the top, but it looks like J.D. Vance will be winning the Senate seat, taken by Rob Portman, beating Tim Ryan tonight. It's been a roller coaster ride for Republicans tonight, hoping that red wave nationally still happens. Marcy Kaptur, a congresswoman, very tough to beat. She's been in the office for 40 years, and she had never run before until 1982. She came as a newcomer and has never left all these years. Even despite the coattails of being with Joe Biden, it hasn't hurt her all that much despite how the economy is right now. So it was just touch for J.R. Majewski to break into that tonight. A long way to go as a newcomer to politics. Talked to Chris Joseph a little while ago, who's the chairman of the Lucas County Republicans, about the difficulty in toppling someone like Marcy Kaptur.
The votes have not all been counted. We're very hopeful that we'll get most, or if not all, of our candidates across the finish line. We've worked very hard. Our volunteers have worked hard. The party has worked hard, and we've done a lot this time to get things done. And hopefully we'll be fine.
There is hope some more Republicans can pull through in Lucas County as the night goes on. Josh Williams running for the 45th district as a state representative. We'll see how that plays out, but those results still have a long way to go. Reporting live, I'm Dan Cummins, WTOL 11.
Yeah, that race is very tight, the one that Dan just mentioned there from Republican headquarters. Staying with the U.S. House of Representatives, though, current Congressman Bob Latta is up against Democrat Craig Swartz in the race for Ohio's 5th Congressional District. Let's take a look at those results right now. With 99% of precincts reporting, Bob Latta unofficially the winner there, 67 to 33%.
This is our time. It's Ohio's time. It's Ohio's time in history. Things are coming our way.
Well, we kind of put that flag out there a little bit, but moving down to the race for Ohio's governor, incumbent Mike DeWine, he is moving on to a second term.
He ran against Democrat and former mayor of Dayton, Nan Whaley. The results right here, unofficially. 63% for Governor Mike DeWine.
That race called very early tonight. Also in Michigan, voters choosing who they want to lead the state for the next 4 years. Incumbent Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer taking on Republican Tudor Dixon. And with only 21% of the precincts in Michigan reporting in, You have to remember that Michigan closed a half an hour later than Ohio did as far as those polls were concerned. But right now, the incumbent Gretchen Whitmer holding a lead in that race.
To a race now that could determine the balance of power in Congress. Republican J.D. Vance running against Democrat Congressman Tim Ryan for Ohio's U.S. Senate seat, which opened because current Senator Rob Portman is retiring.
And take a look right here, right now, with 95% of the precincts reporting in. This one has been like a roller coaster race all night long, ladies and gentlemen, because it has gone back and forth. Right now, J.D. Vance stretching out that lead just a bit.
University of Toledo professor of political science, Dr. Sam Nelson, joins us to break down what we are seeing tonight. I just said to Jeff, what do you think tomorrow's headline is going to be? Is it going to be no big red wave? He said, well, maybe here, but it depends on the rest of the country. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do. And right now, it looks like nationwide, at least the states that have closed already, no red wave. They may probably still take control of the House of Representatives, but a much narrower margin. And remember, the average pickup of seats in a midterm for the out party is 26. And it doesn't look like they're going to come even close to picking up 26 seats.
You dive into this thing from a learned perspective. This has been your life. Talk about I guess the existence of having a Democratic White House, a Republican House of Representatives, maybe a Democratic Senate. Just not having that wave of blue or that wave of red. Does it mean better things for the country going forward?
No, I don't. I mean, I think it means more gridlock, more conflict. Given the intense partisan polarization we see right now, and in Congress, there's not a lot of bipartisan deal making the way there might have been 30 years ago. And so I think you're going to see a lot of conflict coming out of this. If Republicans control the House and maybe the Senate, they're going to be butting heads with Biden for the next 2 years. Sometime in the spring, the debt ceiling needs to be raised. That's going to be a major crisis point if we have divided government.
Even though we heard today the positivity of that situation from Wall Street, saying that if there are no new taxes levied, there are no spending programs, that being a positive of seeing that, yes?
There are always winners, right? In terms of do nothing is the position that a lot of people would like, and some people benefit from that.
Yeah.
But the question is, well, what if there are things that need to be done? If Republicans take control of the Senate, will Joe Biden be able to nominate and get confirmed any judges, for instance, going forward? That has a big impact on dockets and case delays. And
absolutely.
Things like that.
Dr. Sam Nelson, thank you for all your insight throughout this election night. Certainly shed some light on a lot of the questions I know we have. Thanks so much. We want to touch base right now with Kaylee Marentet, who is live with Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur, who keeps her seat for tonight. Kaylee?
Yeah, hey, Melissa, we're here at UAW Local 12, where Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur just announced the win, and we just heard that the results did go final. We're here with Marcy right now, who's celebrating her win with lots of other people that are here. Congresswoman, how are you feeling right now that it's been officially called?
I feel very grateful. I feel grateful to the people of the region, regardless of party. They listened to our message, they listened to the work that we've done and our accomplishments, and they made a decision. I like to say the big middle came together. And so whether people are independent, whether they're Republican, whether they're Democrat, they make a decision and then we move forward for the country. I've said here this evening, I ran to be a congresswoman for the United States of America, not the divided states of America. And I intend to use every best effort to make that happen.
All right, thank you so much, and congratulations again. All right, we're going to send it back to you guys. Reporting live in Central Toledo, Kaylee Marentet, WTOL 11.
Kaylee, thanks. Across Ohio, voters weighed in on Issue 1, which would change the state's constitution to require judges to consider public safety when setting bail.
A lot of people studying up on this one before heading to the ballot box, and you see it right there, almost a 3-to-1 yes vote for Ohio's Issue 1 getting passed tonight. Unofficial results.
Let's go to Issue 2. That would change the state constitution to prohibit non-U.S. citizens from voting in local elections, and it looks like the results are pretty much in right there. Ohio issue 2 passes. Right now we're at 77 to 23%. Bowling Green City Schools went back to voters for a 4th time, trying to get enough support to finally build a new high school.
And Kaylee Kirby joins us live from BG tonight with more on what we saw in the numbers there. Kaylee?
Yeah, Melissa and Jeff, those unofficial numbers are in, and Bowling Green voters sticking with history saying no. So this levy fails once again. Now, the big question going into tonight was history going to repeat itself for a 4th time in as many years? Or would voters side with district leaders and board members and maybe help turn a page and get something passed here in the district? Take a look at your screen. These are the numbers with 100% reporting. The levy has 47% of voters approving it and 52 saying no. Again, this is 100% reporting. These are unofficial numbers. So this levy will fail. School leaders had wanted voters to side with them and approve a split income and property tax. And board members saying this was a direct result from asking community members what they wanted to do with schools, but ultimately these community members saying it is not the time, even though board members say that, you know, schools, the price of building a new school isn't going to get any cheaper. Those voters here in Bowling Green just not agreeing with them, voting no for a 4th time in as many years. Reporting live in Bowling Green, Kaylee Kirby, WTOL 11.